Welcome to Video Game Versus, where I pit two very distinct IPs against each other to find out who has the better music. My name's Marco, I'm a former professional opera singer. I love talking about video game music after a decade on the stage. First up, we have Damnation from Doom 2016. Tension right there. Yeah. Whoa! Holy f- Oh my god, bro! Oh my god, dude. So I'm gonna stop it there and just say, like, holy shit. I mean, like, this is a crazy piece. Obviously, we have doom 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 doom. Obviously, a massively rhythmic piece, super intense, and then you get these beautiful stops. So we have these real moments where we have these sharp stopping points where the chorus just screams out. That chorus of demons, that chorus of terrifying foes, just brah, brah. And isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing that sensation of stopping everything? And I mean, a super rhythmic piece, but to push pause and just have it go brah, brah. It's visceral. What a gorgeous, I mean, like one more time, just yeah, rhythmic, tension. And it's just like your whole body just like it's just rage. Oh my god, what a piece. I forgot, I've heard this before, but I forgot it because ADHD. Crazy. I mean, like, what a powerful piece of music. Insane track. Now let's go over to Go KK Rider. This was first released in Dobutsu no Mori on the N64, the first game of the NAC franchise. I'm expecting the same. Not exactly the same, but they actually have similar intensities. Well, similar intensities. What I mean to say is that they both kind of amp you up in a different kind of way. So this is much more of a song about like processing the journey, you know what I mean? It's more just like, okay, I've seen a lot, I've done a lot, I've experienced a lot, and now I'm not gonna let anything get in my way. I'm still gonna show up, I'm still gonna go to battle and fight and believe in myself and protect my people and honor my spirit and my thought processes and the way I live my life. It's actually a very motivating and inspiring song. Now, I don't feel like I'm going to necessarily rip and tear and light my enemies on fire quite as much as with the Doom song, but ironically, I actually feel like these two are fairly well paired. There's a sense there of like, it doesn't matter what's happened, I will still pick up the pieces of my life and I will march forward. But I think in this case, round one definitely goes to Doom Guy. Next is Animal Crossing New Leaf. This is 7 p.m. That's pretty. Love that undulation there. It's kind of melancholic, a little restless. And then here, yep, and then there's the chord, that low brass energy there. Nice marimba there. Sustain, a lot of empty space there. Oh, accordion. Random pan drums. Steel pan drums. You can feel like nighttime is coming, you know? It's a peaceful kind of state. Love that. These interjections are very short. Ba-dee-da-dee. So it's an instance where the piano is the main instrument. Then you have the marimba and the accompaniment, and then you have the lower brass. And there's actually like, it's multi-layered because then you get the beautiful accordion. It's all kind of like gathering into this idea of shedding the weight of the day, starting over, really unwinding. You know, maybe you're still tending to things, but in general, there's a sense of stability, a sense of peace. And there's also a sense of breath, which is where we get those like nice sustains that have empty space. Right, so it makes us feel like, okay, that was a day. I still got some stuff I need to do. Yeah, and it's very peaceful. It's very placid. And I like how we get these random instruments that come in with these very short body papa, super short melodic idea, only to then just kind of vanish and disappear until they circle back. And it has this undulation. It has the sound of doing, but the doing it's not so stressful. It's just accomplishing a goal. It's just kind of setting things forward. It's not overwhelming. And I really like that. I mean, it's like really beautiful. It's a beautiful little piece. Let's go over to Sign of Evil from Doom 1993. Ooh, why are they're so evenly paired? That's cool. Ya da da ya. It's kind of sad too, melancholic as well. Oh, I love that. Ba, 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 yeah. What a shockingly thoughtful piece for Doom. You know, we really don't often think about that when we think about Doom. I personally feel, and I say we, I'm really referring to myself. I don't personally ever think about something so thought-provoking and like interesting when I think of Doom. It's not to say the music of Doom is not interesting, because of course it is. It's high adrenaline, it's high stakes, there's a lot of momentum, a lot of rhythm. But in this case, we kind of dial it back with this original Doom sound. It's more of like you look out at the sky, the skylight, and everything has been burned, and there's all these this debris all on the floor. And you kind of feel like, damn, like this is terrible. What are we going to do? It's all over. This feeling in that music of decay and of just, that's it. Damn, that's terrible. I also think that there's a bit of that whine in the guitar. You know, that is really like, damn. When the drums kick in, that's when we get the sense of like, well, what are we going to do? I mean, we can't just stay here and leave this all on the ground, you know? But really the crux there is just a broken, messed up world, and this is it. We've been left in the dust. There was no Doom guy to save us. In this case, you know, I'm kind of feeling 7 p.m. from Animal Crossing New Leaf a little bit more. I think it's a kind of a fun, peaceful, reflective piece. And even though I enjoyed this Sign of Evil from Doom 1993, there's something so lovely about the simplicity of Animal Crossing New Leaf there, 7 p.m. So 1 point to Animal Crossing. Right now we are tied. Let's keep going with Into Sandy City from Dune 2. Love the harpsichord. Oh, it's a choice. So we keep the rhythm going, add the Add this nice prolonged electric guitar wham. We're adding just like different layers of instrumentation. Now we have this snapping hitting sound. Next we're gonna add a melody, I assume. No, we just go lower, we change chord, we change key, we change note. So we just change note. Then we go back up. Oh, please go somewhere. I want to get some like motivic writing. Get some melody. Okay. We get a little bit there. Rhythmic. All right. Oh, what? I love this. Now we can pluck strings. You hear how that like has a total shift in the sense of fear and just going into action? Feels a little bit like we're sneaking around. Not sure what we're gonna do as we turn this corner. We're stealthy, but we have a massive gun. What the hell? What is that? We did end up getting a melody here with these strings, even though it's very short and tight rhythmically. We're having a shift now. Cool. Switch over to like a mallet instrument. I love that hit too, that hit. It's like the feeling of like releasing a gunfire. It's kind of interesting because when you consider like Damnation and then you consider Into Sandy City, they kind of follow similar protocols where it's extremely rhythmic. Now, I haven't heard every single piece of Doom music ever in my life, but by and large, it relies less on melody and more so on rhythmic propulsion, which of course makes sense because I do think that it like alludes to characterization and stalking and hunting. There's a bit of like muted aggression in that sound, which is really cool. It's really about going somewhere and doing something. But then there are these moments where you feel and hear the gunfire. It's almost like releasing your breath after like a bunch of bullets and you kind of reset. Which is really cool. So I mean, it's kind of interesting because it feels sophisticated, and in some ways when we have pieces that tend to be just like excessively rhythmic, they can kind of become white noise, or you can kind of tune them out. But in this case, there were 3 moments that were distinct in that they followed the same rhythmic pattern. Boom ba beep ba beep ba 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 ba, right? But through that, we were still able to create a soundscape that had different texture. And while we did have a support system through that kind of sustained us with that rhythm and some of the bass instruments, if I recall, they still had a fresh kind of a turn on its identity each corner that it turned on. It's like going down a different hallway and suddenly you're like in a different space, right? And you're like, oh, can't go there. Let me go over here. And then this is a different corner. Oh, this one requires something different too. So I actually like that a lot. Let's check out the Roost from Animal Crossing New Leaf as well. This is the Roost. So the total opposite, we just listened to. Ostinato and the guitar. Really warm, inviting, friendly even. So happy you're here. It feels kind of like a love song, actually. Oh, God, it's been years since I've seen you. Thank you for coming back here and being in this wonderful, cozy place. More of a ballad style. Very singable, of course. Considerably more singable than the Doom track. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it has a really nice lilt to it, doesn't it? It feels very warm and inviting, like I mentioned, and it's really like an invitation. It's like, hey, come here. It's all right. And I do like that. It's very peaceful. It's very romantic, even. I do think that actually, I'm surprised because I tend to default to rhythmic. I tend to default to melodic pieces because, well, I'm a singer, so like melody is really important to me. But I actually think that Into Sandy City has enough of. It has a larger characterization, and it has it has more variety, which is really cool because you wouldn't think it. Much like Sign of Evil had a lot more like ethos that I sort of expected. I actually think that Into Sandy City had a bunch of really interesting transitions with 4 distinct forms within a structure that was the same. Plus, you really felt like you were like, snooping around and trying to be efficient with whatever. Into Sandy City, I definitely think wins. And in this case, 2 points for Doom and 1 point for Animal Crossing. I really like the Roost, but I think like obviously it was a very peaceful sort of repetitive melodic song, which was really lovely. Let's go over to 5 p.m. from Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've definitely heard this because I have way too many hours in this game. Oof, yeah. Love that. Is this funk? I love this. It's like, is it acid jazz? I don't know. Nice. We go up. We shift here. Yeah. That's so fun. Nice subdivision, syncopation there, triplets or whatever it is. I love the improvisational nature in here too, especially with that funk guitar back there. Right? And actually that synth piano is actually really warm too, right here where it kicks in. That's so nice. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, I mean that's lovely. I don't think it's the best of the Time songs in New Horizons, but I do think it's really good, and I think it's got this really nice improvisational jazz quality to it. Like I mentioned, it's vibrant, it's alive, it feels really, I don't know, man. It's just like it's 5 o'clock, you know. It's chill, but it's still got some energy in it, which is really satisfying. Let's go to the Doom Hunter from Doom Eternal. Love that. Starting up the engine. Love the distortion in there. Especially in the upper red. Oh my god, the upper. It's like speaking. It's like Doom Guy speaking through his mask. Yeah, wow. Love the slide up the whole time. All rising up and the rhythmic shift. Wow, nice shift again. And there's a slide up again. Down, down. Oh, we're back in it. That shift is sick. Oh my god, there's so many layers to this, dude. Now we're really heavy on the snare. We're picking up tempo. Another increase with the slide up. Another shift, dude. What the f- More of that talky sound. Oh my god, that's so cool. thing is, I could have stopped that track at any time, but the problem is I didn't want to, because I knew that every single time I was going to stop, it was going to change. And that's something that's really powerful about this, is that like this soundtrack is very complex. Doom Eternal soundtrack, Doom 2016 soundtrack, these are really complex. I mean, all the way, frankly, all the way up to, you know, the original Doom, like in Doom 93. It's not predictable. And I think like that's what works so well about this particular soundtrack, is that there's constant deviation. The Animal Crossing track is great, but the Animal Crossing track, even though it has like the improv element put in there, it just can't compare to actually constantly shifting and keeping you on your toes. Yes, it's extremely rhythmic. Yes, I love melody, but like the fact that I'm always wondering what's going to happen next, which is keeping me engaged and listening. Mind you, this is not while playing the game. This is purely listening. I mean, it has to go to Doom because of the complexity with which it's like passing the ball to itself back and forth and shifting constantly. It's such a fascinating thing to listen to. Doom gets 3, Animal Crossing gets 1, but just for good measure. Just for good measure, let me just listen to a few minutes of each of the main themes, and I am counting The Only Thing They Fear Is You as one of the main themes of Doom. And here's the Animal Crossing New Horizons main theme, which I love. Which I love. I love how vibrant this is. It's so warm, so lovely. I love the sound. I love the feeling of nostalgia I feel. I love the playfulness. I love the instrumental ensemble here. Break, ba. It's so beautiful. Lovely little background accordion. Welcome to your place of peace. Welcome in. It's so inviting. You can't tell me that's not gorgeous. It's excellent. And also what a smooth transition to the loop. It's so nice. I love the bass. I love it all. I mean, I love that track. It's so energetic, but it's like, it's pulled back though. You know, it's not so hard. It's like, It's a warm sunny day on the beach. I mean, that's really what it is. You know, it's life is good. Of course, the opposite of that is this. And the thing is, I mean, Doom Eternal and The Only Thing They Fear Is You, there's a reason why this has become so successful and so famous, right? It is a glorious piece of music. The shifts in this in 6 minutes, you never know when that beat is going to drop. Sometimes you do and it's so satisfying, and other times you don't. And you're just kind of on the edge of your seat, and the thing constantly changes. I personally prefer the vibes of Animal Crossing New Horizon. I think that flexibility, that gentility, that peacefulness, that restful state, that's where I am. That's where I am. That's my ideal. I also love this because this is high octane. It makes you feel like you're on the edge of your seat. It keeps you awake and it keeps you like excited and hungry for life. Both of them kind of deliver on a similar feeling of like life. Whether you're like life or you're like life, both of them kind of symbolize life. It's honestly hard because I love both, but I do think that the New Horizons main theme is just so warm. And so I'm gonna give it to Animal Crossing, which puts us at 3 for Doom and 2 for Animal Crossing, making Doom the winner of this video game music versus. What's that? Isabel, no! 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 If you like this sort of thing, let me know what other verses we should do. Think crazy stuff like Armored Core versus Ace Combat, or Halo versus Terraria, or Kirby versus Dark Souls. It all can work. Thanks a ton, and I'll see you later. Bye.